All right, friends, I came across this video. It's a vegan, and I want to do a reaction video to this so-called vegan that has turned his child into a vegan as well, which is just insane, man. I don't know. This vegan slave, it's crazy. This vegan religion, bro, cult, whatever you want to call it. It's just insane. I thought it was dead, but I guess it's still alive and thriving amongst the most stupidest people that are out there. I told you before, educated people are some of the stupidest people that I know that are out there. What you call intelligent, these intelligent people, this not intelligent. All right, let's watch this video. This channel, I don't know this channel. His name is James Durcan. James Durcan. Yeah, James Durcan. So James Durcan says, why I force my child to be vegan. Wow, this is incredible.
Why are you forcing your kid to be vegan? And what I say is,
because the only reason I could find that he would want to force his kid to be vegan is to destroy his child. Because we are carnivores. It is not a diet, sir. And anyways, to be carnivores, to eat everything raw, as it was meant to be eaten in nature, as we did before. I know you think that vegan is great because it was during harvest time. That's when we toxified ourselves with these plants during harvest. But now you want to feed your child, you want to toxify your child all year round? That is insane. That is the problem. And the imports, that is the problem with society now. And the more chemicals, the more of these engineered plants, fruits, and vegetables filled with oxalates, cyanide, and arsenic. Yes, this is great for the child.
hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is on vegan children. And that is, from what I've seen in the last, 11 years as I've been a vegan, very contentious subject, very heated. People get borderline violent when you tell them your kid's vegan. I'll start out by saying...
Oh yeah, because you want to kill them. You want to destroy them with oxalates, arsenic, cyanide. Plants are toxic. All plants are toxic, dude. All plants are drugs, and all drugs are made from plants. If you can't understand that, it's hard to explain it to you. Even steroids have levels of toxicity. Why? Because they're made from plants. That's why they give rise to the toxicity in plants. Also, even the medicine that you're buying from the health food store or you're getting at your local pharmacy is filled with toxicities. They have side effects because of the toxicity, dude.
My daughter has been vegan since birth. She's 6 years.
That's insane, man. I don't know how much longer she can survive. It's incomplete. The amino acids are incomplete. There's a lack of nutrients, over 15 nutrients in plants, which they do not have, which can only be found in animal products. As this is crazy. You want to turn a carnivore into eating plants? What would they think about trying to change other carnivore animals, which 75% out there in the animal kingdom are carnivore, trying to change them into eating plants? Maybe if you're starving the child, of course she'd eat the plants because she's starving. This is horrible what you're doing. This is pure abuse.
She's old now and she's thriving. She's been vegan since pregnancy. My wife was 100% vegan when we had her, and we received a lot of pushback on that from the pregnancy clinic gave us a lot of pushback. I received pushback from my doctor, from other people that seem to know a lot about nutrition. But luckily for me, I had educated myself before this happened.
No, you haven't educated yourself. Listen, my friend, I tried these plants and things. They nearly destroyed me. Okay. I mean, you can go for about a while on them, But around, I think, the second year mark, I just looked completely diminished. And then I went back. I listened to my instincts. My senses and my instincts, which most people do not listen to in this artificial environment. I went back to nature. I didn't want to break the laws of nature. I went back to eating animal products, and man, I changed rapidly. My health got so much better. All the metabolic problems that I was suffering, all the problems that I had, they just disappeared.
I read Dr. Michael Clapper's book on raising vegan children. I was well versed in whole food plant-based eating.
Why do you need to read a book? Why can't you listen to your senses and your intuition and your survival skills? Why can't you listen to them?
And I knew that it was more than adequate, if not, and health.
You understand what I mean by people that are educated, they're so stupid? Yeah, they got to read a book. They're educated, but they're so stupid.
Than putting my daughter on a meat-based, dairy-based diet. When we were in the hospital and when Alex was just born, I had already purchased soy-based, plant-based formula for my daughter. I already knew we were going to go that route.
That's some of the worst stuff you could give your child.
If it wasn't going to work 100% with my wife. When we were there, and I had initially told the nurses my idea of what I was going to do with my daughter, there was immense pushback, and it got insanely contentious. And they let me know how upset they were with me in the decision I was making to give my daughter, Alex, plant-based formula. And I held my ground 100%, and I let them know that this is the decision we've decided.
Look, mister, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I think the best course of action is allow her to eat her natural food as it would be eaten in nature, your child, and you eat the vegan diet, all right? You eat the vegan diet, and she eats that, and see how you feel down the road, okay? That's all. It's really simple. You shouldn't have to force your child to do anything. You should feed her what's natural. And if you yourself want to eat something that's unnatural, because you're an adult, you can make decisions for yourself. But the decision that you're making for your child goes against nature. This is absolutely horrendous. I hope you see this video, dude, because really this is really bad, man. This is just insane. This is getting out of hand now.
To make, and I've done my research, and this is a healthier option for Alex.
No, you didn't do your research, because if you did, you'd know.
Alex, and we left it at that. But it was almost palpable.
Here's another thing: if you look at these vegan channels, they've all abandoned veganism. They're feeding their children animal products, raw eggs, and a bunch of stuff, because they want their children to be healthy. So if you want your child to grow up extremely unhealthy, sir, keep feeding her those plants. You're doing a great job at destroying your child. Yeah, this is great.
How just intense their intent to make Alex drink cow's milk was. I think that kind of is a
Cow's milk? Did you say raw milk or pasteurized? I really don't like pasteurized milk. But, you know, I mean, they have ultra filtered, whatever. But honestly, raw milk is the way to go. If you can get it in your state, I don't know where you are. I don't know where you're located.
A bellwether for the state of things right now, especially in the medical, industrial, pharmaceutical complex. You know, cow's milk is still championed as the milk to give to your kid if you can.
Yeah, because we're animals. It comes from animals. That is the closest thing that you get cow milk. Yeah. I mean, you could get goat's milk, right? I think goat's milk, raw goat's milk fermented, is a little bit easier than the cow's milk. I'm not really sure. I have to go back and look at that. I can't remember now.
Breastfeed. And, you know, I'll just kind of lament this to people that might not know this. Cow's milk is not good for a child. Cow's milk.
And why isn't it good?
Has everything a baby cow needs to get bigger and grow on a cow-related basis, but it's not good for it.
Has everything it needs for a cow to grow, but it doesn't have everything it needs for animals, human animals, to grow? Okay.
Child. Everything, and
I've seen other animals drink milk from other animals. Like, I've seen these, like, squirrels or something drinking milk from a dog. You know what I mean? Because they're all animals. We're all animals. If that was the case, then these people that I see on the internet, on YouTube, wouldn't be bringing these other animals to feed on them, to drink their milk.
I'm going to quote Michael Clapper on this. Everything in that white liquid, from lipids, sodiums, and proteins, IGF-1, that's insulin growth factor 1, that's a cancer precursor.
That's a cancer precursor, IGF-1? Oh, it's a cancer precursor in adults or in children that are growing? Hey, sir?
Growth factors, hormones, lack promoting cholesterol, copious amounts of saturated fat is all perfect for a baby cow, but it's
Is that in pasteurized milk or raw milk? I love this guy. He's incredible.
very not good for a young child. And kids are
Wow, your natural animal products are not good for your child, which is a carnivore. Okay.
now having their markers indicate early signs of heart disease from too much cholesterol and saturated fat. That's not just from dairy, but
Wow, too much cholesterol, heart disease, and this and that. Well, I heard that cholesterol is an antioxidant. Did you know that, sir? Cholesterol is an antioxidant. It is actually, when they do these studies on centenarians, sir, guess what they found? They have high cholesterol. Guess why? This is antioxidant. And they're long lived. These centenarians that are over 100 when they do their blood test. Yeah, they discovered, see, if your cholesterol goes below zero, guess what? You die. If it goes low, you get a heart attack. You get cardiovascular disease or a heart attack and die if it goes low. When it's high, it's because it's protecting you.
dairy is a part of it. Meat has a big part to do with that. And they're seeing markers indicate that
Meat has a big part to do with that as well. It raises what? Cholesterol? That's a good thing. It's an antioxidant, dude. I think you need to look up your science again. I don't know.
kids are showing early signs of atherosclerosis and heart disease.
No, if you eat saturated fat like from coconut and these plants and stuff, you get saturated fat from plants. Yeah, they can destroy you because here's the thing. When they tell you there's antioxidants in plants, they don't work in humans. You understand me? That's to protect the plant from the UV rays. Yeah, and when you ingest it, it does something bad for you. You just don't realize it because it's an apex predator. It doesn't want to be eaten.
A form later on. This video is to kind of address.
The only reason the majority of these animals that eat what is required of them in nature, they already know what they need to eat. They've already adapted to eating those types of foods. We're not adapted to grazing on grass. It's like a cow. They graze on grass, but if you feed them grains or fucking corn, they may get dysbiosis, and it may be passed on to you, this dysbiosis and a bunch of other things. So they get mad cow diseases. It causes metabolic diseases when you eat the inappropriate diet. That's what happens. That's why people are suffering in public right now from all these metabolic diseases and their gums and teeth falling out and whatever else, bro, and getting bad eyesight or their hair falling out because they're getting metabolic diseases. You understand me? Because they're not eating their appropriate diet. They're eating slave food, slave diet, and going to a slave job, causing more stress. More inflammaging there. Yes.
That might be curious about this subject, or people that feel heated about this subject, non-vegan or vegan. Herding culture, which is around 10,000 years old, has been the reference when it comes to our nutrition. And that was the result of somebody else's thinking.
No, not at all. You have your own instincts to survive. You have your own senses. Your senses tell you. My senses drove me right back to eating what I was originally eating because I was experimenting with these so-called plants to see what they would do. I wasn't sure. I never really ate them. Never really liked fruits or vegetables. Never really ate them. You know, that's why I look the way I do. It diminishes your looks as well. You need to investigate more. You need to watch a channel called Blaze V. You could watch him. He's a new channel. He's pretty smart. Yeah, tells you a lot about this. You can even watch this guy called Goatis. You can watch his channel. It's pretty intelligent.
And there was no research, there was no nutrition research that they based, their decision to start herding, eating, selling animals on. It was all profit driven.
No, it's not profit driven. You're wrong. You're wrong. I mean, I can make fun of you in this video, but I want to take it seriously, okay? I could just joke and say, yes, eat more of this, This is really healthy for you. If I was a bad person in this video, I would agree with you, tell you to eat more of it, a bunch of stuff. So you just diminish yourself and your child.
And monetary driven. So I'll just put that there. We'll leave that there for later.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to help you in this video.
Biggest things that I hear people say to me is, why are you forcing your kid to be vegan?
Let me explain something to you. The majority of these so-called godly people out there, these so-called religious zealots, they're the worst kind of people to listen to as well. Because they're the kind of people that would push this diet on you. Yeah, because of their fake beliefs. Everything's based on fake beliefs. I mean, think about it. This guy's trying to convince me that there's information out there. He's lying. He hasn't provided one piece of proof to show that this so-called vegan diet is healthy. All you have to do is look at the vegan compilation online. It goes to show you their hair's falling out, everything. I mean, what was it? Kent, the carnivore, just did a bunch of videos on it. It shows you these people, their hair's falling out, their energy's going, they're dying on vegan diets. Yeah, they're becoming extremely unhealthy. That's what happens. That's the first stage. You start deteriorating extremely fast, and then it just rapidly goes.
And what I say is, well, we all are forcing our kids to eat how they are eating because they don't have any independence, any kind of.
You shouldn't force anybody to do that. You should give her a choice. Why can't you give her a choice? Why didn't you give her a choice? Show her plants and show her meat products and see which one she chooses. And you're going to see the child's going to choose the meat products because they can taste the toxicity. Unlike you, you're a slave. You're already an inbred slave. So you don't give a shit. But as a child, they have instincts to survive. They already know it's toxic. They don't like that stuff. That's why they cry, scream when you try feeding them a toxic, this toxic diet. It's ridiculous.
Autonomy, any kind of choice, because we're not giving them one. I really like the quote, and I'm not sure who coined it. When you know better, you do better. So I could take that.
When you know better, you do better, but you don't know anything. You're a human. What are you trying to say exactly?
Sentiment right there, and say that it's our responsibility as parents and people that are raising young kids in the world to steward their health. And
yeah, what are you doing exactly here? Come on.
And to make sure that they're not putting bad things in their body, maybe that they're not eating. I mean, this goes a little deeper, but when you eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, you are consuming.
I mean, have you looked behind you? Do you see any of these fruits and vegetables growing in the forest there in nature behind you, sir? I noticed you like taking videos in nature, right? Okay, so do I. It's great. My viewers like the backdrop. It looks great. But I just, no clue what you're talking about.
Violence. And maybe you don't want your child to consume violence. Now that's
Consume violence? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What violence? Everything on this planet, the energy gets reabsorbed. We're just absorbing energy. Everywhere you go, it's absorbing energy.
quite a loaded thing to say. Anyone who hasn't seen my channel, I know that's going to come really harsh, but on a holistic basis, I'll just say when you eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, you're eating suffering and death and violence, hate.
What? This is all mad. Wow. Okay.
Rape, all of those kind of ideologies and energies are entering the vessel of who that consumes it. This is
Okay, so why don't you go out there and hunt animals yourself? Find out for yourself what people do. What as a hunter, to survive out in nature, what you need to do is hunt. Throw yourself out in nature, and you'll find out really quick. You're gonna drink that blood, eat those organs raw. You're gonna eat that meat raw. You're gonna drink that milk, raw. Trust me, you're gonna eat it.
a contentious topic. This is
And you're gonna love it.
a very emotional topic because we're talking about our kids, and I cannot judge anybody. If I had had my kid before the age of 30,
This should be like how to destroy my child.
31, I would be doing the same thing. But this video is meant to be maybe of educational fiber.
Yes. How I destroy my child. Because he says here, why I force my child to be vegan. It should say, why I want to destroy my child. Or how I destroy my child on vegan diet.
and hopefully will enlighten a few people to choose a different perspective and maybe steep with that and think about that. I want to thank everybody for watching. I just did about 5 miles today, getting back on my feet, and you'll see more running.
Of course, he ran like the slave he is. He's a slave, eating a slave diet. Now he wants to run for no reason. He's running for no reason because the government told us to. It's healthy for us. Oh yeah, the government gives a shit about you.
Videos, I guess post-run thought videos like this coming up in the future, but I want to make them important videos, and I'm gonna have.
Look, I would never feed my child this disgusting toxic soup, okay? Myself as an adult, I can make my own decisions, but for a child, I would never ever do that. I've always known as a child there was something wrong growing up when my parents tried to feed me slave diets. I always gravitated towards meat and stuff. They always try to punish me. They were trying to force feed me these foods. They caused me all kinds of problems as a child. Jesus. I wasn't even growing. It was horrible. I had to go to Europe to be on my grandparents' farm. They looked at me and they go, Christ, you're so short and you're not growing. The first thing they gave me was raw cow's milk. Man, when I came back home from Europe, being on my grandmother's farm, they were like, Jesus, you grew up overnight. You grew up overnight. I could have grown up even more because I didn't spend a lot of time on the farm. I was in Europe, but I was only there on the farm. I only came to visit. I was only there for like a week or so, a couple of times. But that alone made me grow because the food they fed me there was natural. So, yeah, I don't know, man. This is horrible.
Have some space between them. But this is the topic I decided to talk on today, and I hope you found it interesting. I hope maybe you have some questions. If you'd like, you can subscribe to my channel and see a lot of outreach videos that I do with street activism and videos like this. So everybody have a great vegan day, and I hope to see.
No, because this is horrible advice.
You in the next video. Hi guys, just making a little snippet here. I realized I did not put any nutritional guidance or resource in the video.
That's right, that's what I said. You didn't put anything in there. But don't worry, you're gonna probably put something fake.
So I figured I'd list a few right here, right at the end. If you look down below here, I'm gonna have some references float up. Also, if you see the link in my...
Yeah, doctor, these people, no, those references, no, sir. Nah, you didn't bring out one proof of evidence, but if you watch the vegan compilation, because since you want to bring up these so-called .coms, you can watch the vegan compilation 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and even 24, the starving compilation, vegan starving compilation, and the compilations, vegan compilations, where they're just dropping off. Those are some of them. And you can investigate the rest of these vegan people that are all turning into carnivores. Yes, sir.
Description, I'll list a bunch of different resources and websites and even films to kind of guide you.
Yeah, I love that one, Game Changers, Netflix. Is that the one where they show how they fed the so-called gladiators slave diets? And the slaves, of course they do. They feed them slave diet and then they make them do slave work. Yeah, the elites, they don't eat that. They eat their natural diet. The elites aren't stupid. They're just laughing at people like you, sir.
You have your child go vegan or go vegan while pregnant or before that.
Yes, Netflix. I really want to go to Netflix for my health advice of all the places.
It is very simple. Mainstream media has information suppressed by design of capitalism. So we kind of have to go out there and find the resources ourselves. So I'm going to try to help you do that with those links and those references down below. Like I said, I'll put some resources in my description under the video. Big thing is B12, and there's still a lot of speculation around.
Oh man, just the B12 thing. Oh, my friend, it's 12. There's more than 15 nutrients lacking in nutrients and minerals, vitamins, and whatever, and nutrients. This is ridiculous. It's lacking. The vegan diet lacks so many nutrients. It's crazy.
on that. But if you want optimal health insurance, optimal nutrient insurance, of course you can get everything from a whole food plant-based diet, but you would want to take a B12 supplement.
No, you can't. You're already acknowledging there's no. You just said you get all of it out of plants, and now you're saying that you need supplements. You need to supplement with B12, and you need to supplement with a bunch of other things too.
Supplement. Animals themselves are supplemented with B12.
No, they're not. He's lying to you. This guy is lying to himself. He's lying to you. Oh, animals are supplemented with B12. No, they're not. No, they're not.
So humans don't even get it initially from the animal.
Do you even know where this B12 comes from? The stuff that you're taking? What's it made out of? Do you even know what you're putting in your body?
At this day and age, it actually comes from the supplement from the animal. So as a vegan,
It comes from the supplement from the animal, but they're feeding it to the animal to supplement them with B12. So let me get this straight. This guy's so full of shit. Maybe this is a full of shit video. I don't know what this is. This is insane. He's telling you that they have to supplement animals with B12, but it comes from animals. So it comes from animals, and then they resupplement the animals? What are you talking about?
you can actually take that directly instead of through a middle animal, or so we shall say. Thanks for watching once again.
Is this guy that dumb? This is incredible. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. James Duncan. Why I forced my child to destroy herself on a vegan diet. Why I want to destroy my child on a vegan diet. Yeah, this is nuts. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Comment down below. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say here. This is nuts.